Hey guys, Jessica here. So today we're going to kind of veer away from some strict pumping content. We're going to talk about a skill that I think pumping parents need to know that they can master and that they need to master in order to make pumping viable, especially while you're home with your kids. So a lot of times we think that pumping is something that's the only activity we can be doing. Or we talk about wearables so that we can get chores done, we can do other things. The reality is, for a lot of pumping parents, you really need to be able to pump with flanges and take care of your infant. Otherwise, pumping is going to very quickly become non sustainable. So, today, what we're going to do is we are going to talk about a couple different ways that you can hold your baby to bottle feed while you're pumping. I recommend learning to do this skill because it takes about as long to feed a bottle as it does to get a good pump session in. And if we can do double duty and we can get both of those done, then we can reduce the time to be in. We're supposed to be taking care of our babies while we're feeding them. Like, we're supposed to be able to latch baby at the breast. That's the only activity you're doing. With pumping, we're adding this other activity in. And that does get more complicated. I'm not saying that this is easy. I didn't find this to be easy when I was pumping all the time with my third baby at all. It was a really hard skill to master. But it's one that you have to understand that there's going to be a learning curve, but you're going to figure it out because if you don't, pumping is really at risk of being unsustainable. So what we're going to do, we're going to talk about how do we do this. The first thing we do is you need a good pumping bra. That is not the cheapie from Amazon. It is not the nursing bra hack. I am talking about a bra that is here and means business. For this, the one I'm wearing today, on top of this, is the Davin and Adley Ribbed Amelia Cami. This is one of my most serious support bras. This bra knows its job and it does it well. So part of the reason I love this for this task is you've got pumping slits. So what you do is you just feed those flanges right on in there. And this is going to mimic the support that you get with a lot of pumping bras. But look how easy it is to shift things around. Obviously it's slipping a little bit more because I'm not wearing, it's not skin under there, it's cloth. But real flanges can move like that if your bra is not supporting them. But watch what happens with this bra. I'm going to take this rib layer, I'm going to put it down here. If this baby kicks these, I'm not worried about it. It's not going to be the end of the world. We can even beef up the suction that you get by using a silicone insert inside of your pump, like the legendary inserts, to get a wider ring of silicone to really hold it in place. You can also use cups for this, but you really need to know how to do it with flanges. If you can do it with flanges, you can do it with cups. So here's the challenge. Most of us think that we can only bottle feed like this. You could kind of hold them up, but your arm's going to get real tired. That's not really sustainable. So what on earth are you supposed to do? Because this feels really confusing. What you're going to do, this is obviously a doll, so I'm not going to handle this doll as sensitively as I'm going to handle a newborn. With a newborn, I am going to recommend, or a baby who doesn't have head support, have a bouncer or a baby seat nearby so that if stuff starts to go awry, you have a safe place in arm's reach to deposit baby while you get yourself recentered and then pick baby back up. So first thing, we're going to get the pump set. Second thing, we're going to pick up our baby. One of the positions I'm going to show you, we're going to use a pillow. We're going to put this pillow out to the side, and we're going to take our sweet baby. We're going to lay our sweet baby on this pillow. And what this does is I've got my pump flanges on, and you saw, things get knocked out of alignment. You just put them back. Now baby is off to the side. I just made myself essentially like an extended lap. I can make eye contact with baby, which is vital. We look at our babies while we feed them. We're supposed to be making eye contact with babies while we feed them. So you've got the ability to make that eye contact, can do your paced feeding, giving baby little breaks, baby's upright. This means that if baby needs to burp, we just reach over, take baby, put them in front of our lap up on our knee, and we give them a little burp in this position. Are we going to be able to put them over our shoulder in this? No. It's really kind of hard. Right now you can see my flanges keep moving around, but again, there's nothing in them. When there's milk, gravity is going to help us. So you're going to hit your flanges. You're going to need to reposition them. We just work with it. Is it going to be perfect? No, but you're going to get it. You're going to learn. One of the other things that I absolutely loved doing was I would get set up on my couch and be able to kick my feet out in front of me. And I would put my son on a pillow in front of me. So this way, the pillow was actually guarding my bottles. And then we would feed this way. If baby needs side lying nursing, we can also do this. Or side lying bottle feeding. So we can put baby on their side and we can feed them like this with their head elevated. So you can do this even with a baby who's kind of struggling with bottle feeding. We just have to be creative. Now, this is really the key here. This is your magic secret weapon. And before you tell me that's just a bed pillow, I know it's just a bed pillow. That is really what you need to be able to feed your baby. And you can have as many bed pillows as you want. At one point, I had turned my living room into all but like a little nest because in order to pump and prop up my baby, who was a chunker very quickly, he was born at 9'5" and never got smaller, we needed lots of pillows because I needed lots of arm support. Just get more pillows for yourself. But regular bed pillows seem to do a better job than these expensive feeding pillows, although I did love my Boppy for laying right in front of me when bottle feeding there. You can also sit down on the floor while you're pumping and sit in front of a reclined bouncer for baby to, again, put baby in that position and be able to bottle feed. It is okay to bottle feed your baby when they're not in your arms while you're still the one in control of the bottle and helping them with their paced feeding. These are all options, but learning to pump while you feed your baby is going to be an essential skill. I think it's one of the first things that I recommend moms trust that they're going to learn how to do and to really put the effort into it. The first couple times you do it, it's going to feel really awkward. Sometimes there are going to be little milk accidents. You could keep a bark bag handy. You could end up a little wet. It won't be the end of the world though. You will figure it out. It just takes a little bit of time. You and baby have to learn how to work together. And babies do, they start out kind of floppy, not a lot of support, but they get pretty good at feeding pretty quickly. By the time they're a couple months old, if they know that this is what they do when they feed, it's really not so bad. So give this a try. If you're struggling, meet with a lactation consultant. We can always do, even virtually, if you set up a computer so that we can see how your body is fitting against baby, what your environment looks like, we can typically come up with a way to teach you how to do this skill. Sometimes you just need somebody to be those objective eyes. But hopefully this helps. And if you have any questions, let me know. And if you're struggling with this, please reach out because this is something we can help you with and we are happy to assist with. So hope that helps and happy pumping.